Let's look at this question. Um, let's look at this question. Let's take out the data, the given information on this question here. Okay. A ladle containing mortal metal is hoisted 20 meters above ground level. The total mass of the ladle metal is 500 kgs. The crane hook breaks and the ladle falls to the floor. Now, question number one, they want us to calculate the potential energy of the ladle at the height of 20. Now, it is hoisted, all right, 20 ground level. The height there, it is 20 meters. Now, they want us to calculate the potential energy there, EP max. That's where they want us to calculate it. Then EP, we know that it is mgh. Our mass, it is given as 500 multiplied by 9,8 multiplied by 20. Then we get our potential energy as 98,000 joules. This is how easy as it is. Now, question number two, they want us to calculate the velocity at which the ladle strikes the floor by making use of the law of conservation energy. This is where they want us to calculate V. Now, we are indicated that we need to use the law of conservation of energy. What does the law of conservation of energy say? It simply says you cannot create nor destroy energy. What can we do with it? But we can only do what? To transfer it. Right. Now, if that's the case, it then means EK equals to EP. EK, it is 1 over 2 mv squared equals to mgh. Now, this is what they want us to use in calculating that velocity, the law of conservation of energy. The m and the m will cancel out, then the v would be 2gh square root. Remember, this is v squared. That's what we need to use. V equals to square root 2 times 9,8 multiply by, okay, multiply, let's read the equation, multiply by what? By 20. Then our answer would be 19,799 meters per second. Because they said calculate the velocity at which the level strikes the floor by making use of. Now, this would be the way to go in determining that. Okay, let's look at C. They want us to calculate kinetic energy halfway. When this ball, it is halfway. When it is what? Halfway, somewhere there. Halfway would be 10 meters. Now, in calculating that, the fact that we said we can't create nor destroy, but we can only transfer the energy. It then means we can calculate EK using everything that has to do with potential energy. We can calculate mv squared. You can calculate EP using everything that has to do with what? With kinetic energy. Including here, it will be EK equals to mass multiplied by gravity multiplied by height. Our mass, it is 500 multiplied by 9,8 multiplied by 10. Halfway, 10. Now, what's your answer there? Our answer would be half of this. It's like 98 divided by 2. 98 divided by 2, we get 49,000 joules. This is how you tackle those questions. Okay. This is how you tackle those dynamic questions. They are easy, straight to the point. Let's look at the last question there. The last question, they want us to calculate the total energy of the ladle when it is halfway to the floor. Now, the total energy when it is the total energy of the level when it is halfway to the floor. Now, this is what they want us to calculate. Now, the total energy. In short, they want us to calculate the total energy. Now, the total energy would be 98 joules because we know that the halfway it is this, another half would be 49, and when you add the two you get what? You get 98,000. In short, the total energy is consist of EP plus, then we get our answer as 98,000. This is how you tackle that question. Let's look at the second one. On the second question, we are given a ball of a mass rolls from rest down a frictionless incline. Now, you are having an incline. You are having that ball there. It's rolling on the frictionless. Then this would be the height of your slope. Then we are given the slope there. The slope, as they are saying, it is 1:20. Like I said, you can work out your slope in this way, or you can work it out into a degree form. And now, in changing this to a degree form, it will be you can use tan or you can use sine, it doesn't matter. If you are using tan, it will be tan theta equals to 1 over 20. Theta would be the inverse of tan, 1 over 20. Then your answer would be 2,862 degrees. Okay, but if I were to convert my slope using sine, it would be sine theta equals to 1 over 20. Theta would be the inverse of sine, 1 over 20. The answer would be the same. The answer would be the same. Whether you are using tan or theta, it doesn't matter. The answer would be the same. What's wrong with my calculator? The answer would be the same, good people. When I'm using sine, I get the same answer. It will be 2,866 degrees. The answer would be the same. Let's see on the tan if I did write the correct one. Okay. Yes, the answer would be the same. Okay. Now, this is what we have. We said it that we then have to calculate height. Before we can do anything, we have to calculate height. Now, we are given the slope. The slope it is given as 1:20. This is the fraction 1:20. Now, we then have to calculate height. In calculating our height, it will be 20 multiplied by sine theta. Then it is 20 multiplied by sine 2,86. Then I get my answer as 0.999 meters. Now, or in calculating your height, it will be 20 meters divided by 20 of slope here. Then you get your answer as what? As 1. Your height there, it is 1. We can then go ahead and calculate the loss of energy. In calculating the loss of energy, the loss in potential energy, it will be EP equals to mgh. It is mass 6 times 9,8 multiplied by our height 0.999. Then we get our answer as 58,718 joules. Okay. Then the second question, the velocity of the ball after 20 meters by making use of the law of conservation of energy. They want us to calculate velocity. Now, in calculating velocity, we know that ke equals to pe. That we know. Okay. Now, they want us to calculate v. Then we are having 1 over 2 mv squared equals to, we've already calculated the EP. It is 58,718 joules. We want the v. That means it will be v equals to, that's y pm. It will be v equals to 58,718 multiplied by 2 divided by mass. It will be divided by mass, divide by 6, divide by 6, okay, all square root. Then our answer on velocity would be 58,718 times 2 divided by 6. Then we get our answer as 4,424. I get my answer as 4,424 meters per second. That's the answer that I got. Then the last question here, they want us to prove. They want us to prove, what is it that they want us to prove? Prove the answer in B by using the equations of motion. They want us to use the equation of motion to prove. They want us to use the equation of motion to prove our answer 4.4 if 4.42 if it is correct. Now, using the formulas of motion. Now, this is the formula that we'll be using to determine that. Okay. This is the formula that we can use to determine that. Okay. V squared equals to U squared plus 2AS. Okay. Our U, it is 0 plus 2, open bracket, G sine alpha, close bracket, multiplied by 20. Okay. Now, we are having 2 times 9,8 multiplied by sine 2, we got our angle as 2,862 multiplied by 20, all square root. Then we get our answer as well. 2 times 9,8 multiplied by sine 2,862 times 20. I get my answer as 4,424 meters per second. Now, this is how you prove. This is how you prove. This is how you prove using the equations of motion. Some of you might be asking, why did I use the sign? It is because of we are proving something on the incline. The ball is on the incline. It is at this angle of repose. Hence, we had to use sign there to prove it. This is how you tackle these equations. Thank you, good people.